This is the book of Mark, chapter 3. Point is verse, I'm going to start at verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. I want to start off by giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Racha Kadosh Bakatham. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the Akim across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth with faith and with sincerity, as well as risking their lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom to the Akwat and the Akim out there listening and learning. Lord willingly, this lesson is edifying. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners scattered abroad and the land of other nations, which appear like the other nations, but whom subscribe to this truth. To you I say Shalom. So Brother Yahweh Sap out of the GMS Cleveland Church, a fellow servant, coming at you with another lesson through the Spirit and through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And basically I came across this article and it caught my attention, and it's just showing you the times that we're coming into. This is nothing new. You got to understand the the world of politics. You got brothers that's into shows like Game of Thrones. I was familiar with that show before I got into truth. That's one thing I notice a lot about a lot of brothers. Brothers have always been into the comic books or the superheroes or believed in spiritual power. So it's deep that we all came to the understanding of the truth that the Most High, can grant and give spiritual power. But not to transgress. In Game of Thrones, they had powers. They was able to manipulate the elements. It was dragons, But what made Game of Thrones very, very popular was the politics and the intrigue, because it was called a Game of Thrones because everybody wanted the throne, and everybody's fighting to try and get that crown, and brothers in the truth is fighting to obtain their crown, because every man that's part of the elect has a crown waiting for him. But nonetheless, saying all that to say this, it's a lot of like backstabbing and side deals and just a lot of stuff going on in that show. That's not the only one, but that was, when you see things like this with the Clinton campaign, because at the end of the day, you got to understand the elites fund both sides, you know, giving you the illusion of a choice when you really don't have a choice. You know how like how the Most High got men with the illusion that they have control over their own lives when the scriptures tell you that the Most High God orders the steps of men. But again, like I said, it made me think of that show because this coming out is nothing new, but for it to be being exposed now, and then I remember hearing when Trump and Hillary Clinton was running against each other about how they were actually blood related. You know, again, Esau Edom basically dressed this thing up where it makes it look like, oh yeah, you know, the future and things aren't done in the ways they were done in the past, but pretty much everything is still the same. People conquer for land. You got countries that's vassals onto other countries. Uh, you know, so like I said, when I immediately saw this article, it made me think of that scripture in Mark, because at the end of the day, if these, because Trump was supposed to be a Republican and Clinton is a Democrat, and although they are two sides of the same coin, you know, um, at the end of the day, they are working against each other, working with each other, but they work against each other as well, because you got, like I said, different agendas being pushed and moved and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? Um, saying all that to say this, that's why that scripture in Mark, kingdom being divided cannot stand but have an end, because Like I said again, if this coming out now, amidst all this um, news about Russia and Ukraine, and um, you know, yeah. So I'm gonna read a little bit of this article. Laura willing is edifying. It says Clinton campaign paid tech firm to link Trump to Russia. Court filing. A legal motion makes bombshell allegations about IT firms clandestine spying activities on Trump White House. Lawyers working for Hillary Clinton's 2016 presidential campaign paid an IT firm to infiltrate servers at Trump Tower and the White House in order to establish a narrative that would link Donald Trump to Russia. An explosive new legal filing alleges. The legal motion filed in the District of Columbia Court on Friday by a Justice Department prosecutor investigating the origins of the FBI's Russiagate probe relates to potential conflicts of interest by former Clinton campaign lawyer Michael Sussman. Sussman has previously pleaded not guilty to a one-count charge of lying to federal agents. 2 months before the 2006 election, Sussman, a partner at Perkins Coie, the law firm that represented the Democrats in Clinton's campaign, allegedly told the FBI he was not working on behalf of Clinton when he presented the agency with supposedly incriminating documents. I'm trying to get to the point. Be quiet.